We have a question from Jim, and these are long questions, so hang in there. I have 2 questions, but first, thank you for Easy Strength. You're welcome. I was an early contractor of COVID, and it gave me atrial fibrillation. For 2 years, it was the gift that kept giving, and I suffered from it chronically. I knew about Easy Strength and never tried it, but AFib sucks the stamina out of you, and I floundered with my workouts. So I was open to anything. I also gained over 30 pounds. I felt terrible. I have a good friend who has the same condition and had to make major career changes. And another good friend of mine actually died of this. So I certainly am walking with you on this one, Jim. I follow you on YouTube and I've read most of your books. So I bought digital copies of the Easy Strength Omnibook and Easy Strength for Fat Loss. They're available at danjohnuniversity.com/bookstore, for those of you who don't know. After reading them, I developed a program I call Easy Strength with AFib. I followed the program for 40 continuous workouts. I had impressive strength gains. I started over and I lost almost 40 pounds in the process. Well, hats off to you, Jim. That's impressive and good for you, and I mean that. The program is amazing, and I can't thank you enough. You're welcome, of course. Easy Strength has been a blessing. If anyone listening has thought about Easy Strength, get the book and start the program. Don't wait until you have no choice like I did. Thanks for being so honest here. My stamina improved, and after numerous cardioversions and 2 ablations, I'm ready for something new. Wow. Which brings me to the questions. What kind of training program would you recommend to get me ready for the RKC? And now some specific stuff, and this is for you, Jim. I'm 70 years old and have trained my entire adult life in weightlifting and martial arts. My doctors cleared me for the more robust training, and I have set a goal to obtain an RKC certification before the end of the year. Funds are limited, so I'm tucking money back every week to pay for the course. I'm impressed by this. I would like to put together a rock-solid home program to successfully complete the certification the first time through. I'm also looking for a kettlebell coach to help me with technique. If I do the cert, the most important thing to do for you is to show up in good shape. But I do want to answer these questions as they come. Mike Warren Brown and I put together a program to prepare somebody for the RKC. The whole program, in fact, it's even in the workout generator, is available there at danjohnuniversity.com. And I got to tell you, you might want to just go look at it. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about the last week, the preparation. But I do want to tell you one thing, Jim. I don't know your weight, so I'm going to get as close as I can. But I think you have to do, and I don't know your body weight, so let me just tell you the numbers that I think will be right. Your snatch test is 50 reps in 3 minutes, and I think it's with the 20. Very reasonable, very doable. So the first thing I would tell you to do is, as you look at the program that we recommend, is have all the snatch numbers. When I tell you I want you to do a set of 50 with this, a set of 50 with that, a set of 100 with this, and a set of 100 with that, I want you to do 50 and 50. I still think that the rite of passage, that's the clean and press program with kettlebells, I still think that is the best preparation that there is. If you are goblet squatting, doing some double kettlebell front squats, and you do those clean and presses, you pretty much are prepared. Oddly, and we talk a lot about this on this podcast, the armor building complex is your graduation workout with me. The ABC also preps you for the most rigorous part of the weekend. A couple of things will probably help you. One, if you can do a full day workshop, whatever the workshop is, we get used to being instructed to, and then moving, instruction, movement, over a day might be a real good test for you. I would recommend something like maybe an original strength workshop with Tim Anderson. There's a few others that are pretty good. But any kind of way where you practice kind of, you don't sit around, you kind of lay around, you're taking notes on the floor, you jump up, you do an exercise, you get back down, you take a few notes, you do a little test, you do this, you do these. So there's a lot of movement all day long. And that's what I find exhausts me the most. Now, I'm younger than you. I'm 3 years younger. But what exhausts me is the long days of always going. So any way you can kind of mimic that in your training too, I would recommend it. When you see Mike, our program, Mike and I, one of the things you'll pick up on is it's the consistency. It's the 3 days a week. It's the varied days. It's practicing with the bell. It's staying focused on the RKC weekend itself. And I think that's the key. But just remember, in your case, have the snatch numbers. And I think it's pretty doable. You know, for those of you listening who are not 70-year-olds who are trying to become RKCs, having the snatch numbers is not a bad idea in that program for just people who want to enjoy the benefits of the prep, but don't want to just get smoked by those really hard snatch workouts that are in there.